Be knocked off his bike outside their house by a drunk driver. We'll send the grandfather and tell them. And then the second one will be your dad. And he will die at 35 years old. You're 15. But it doesn't matter because he left when you were 2 and your brother was 8 weeks old anyway. And what's this about a gorgeous mother that tells you that you're ugly and fat and revolting? I think I've got the wrong script. This script, how does that script end up with that story? That just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm still looking at it really bloody confused. I can't go back, right? I can't go back. There's no going back. There's no going back. There's only going forward. And I was like, hold on a tick here. How does that work? 22 Valiums on a suicide attempt at 15, and that's the second suicide. I don't get it. And the 42-year-old uncle that hangs himself. And then the only child left from your grandmother has one child. And what? She dies at 20 years old in 2000. Oh, I've got the wrong script. I've definitely got the wrong script. Because this and this may as well be like swimming between the North and the South Island to me. And he's like, oh no. Michael comes along with his hair blowing in the wind. With no wind blowing like fire. Wafting on the cloud, there's no cloud there. And he goes, yeah, that's it. There's a little bit more. But surprise! Okay, have a good time. Bang! And 9 months later, on the 3rd of May in 1968, Amanda Catherine Elizabeth is born. And do you know what? It was hideous! Because I got into my own game of The Amazing Race, The Hunger Games, and Snakes and Ladders, right? I'll tell you the name of this game in a minute, right? Does anyone have any idea what the name of this game might be? This is the part where I have to refer to my notes. Because when you actually ask me, so there you go, there you have it, there's my story. There you go, well done. I told you the good ones, and I told you the bad ones. And I even did it in, ooh, I've got quite a few minutes left, I'm quite excited. I'll do it with you now, Kirsty. And anyone who knows me really well. Right? There's still time, there's still time. Now the other thing is, when people ask me what I do, you know how you meant to have an interesting one sentence thing that makes people go, right? I don't have that. Because like, how do you describe The Matrix meets Once We're Warriors? Thank you so much, Tanya, for earlier today. I totally relate to that. How do you explain The Matrix meets Once We're Warriors meets Pulp Fiction? Okay? You can't. You can't even do Pulp Fiction in one sentence. Right? You can't even do Pulp Fiction in one sentence. Who's here seen Pulp Fiction? Cool. Who's seen The Matrix?
Yes.
Cool. And who's seen Once We're Warriors? Awesome. Okay. So, Once We're Warriors.